Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of The Grandstand here on the Ohio Patriot Education Network YouTube channel. I am, as always, your host, AR, the Ohio Patriot. And for today's episode, we're going to talk about the final straw that just broke the camel's back. So, this is something I've been talking about for a long time lately. And it's like, what would it take for a full-blown, revolt, revolution, something along those lines? Like, people just finally wake up and just finally take fucking charge and do what needs to be done to take back this country. And I think we finally found the that final straw right now. And for those wondering what that final straw is, we're going to talk about that right now with this particular article that came out yesterday, which was CDC panel votes to add COVID-19 vaccine to recommended childhood schedule. So, first and foremost, two things about this. The CDC can't recommend shit. They can't write law. They can't do anything, dude. Recommendations are not law. Mandates are not law. Even if fucking Congress/Senate tried to pass something like this, where it was like, oh yeah, you have to have like fucking X, Y, and Z to go to school and shit like that, dude, guess what? It's not going to fucking fit the constitutional muster is what it is, dude. It ain't going to actually be anything constitutional. And they would have their shit suited into the fucking ground so fast. Not to mention the fact that if it was Congress and Senate doing it, they could actually be removed from office by force under deprivation of rights under color of law, which, by the way, is a misdemeanor in all 50 states. Should be a felony in all 50 states, by the way. And deprivation of rights under color of law has 4 different charges to it. 1 year and 1 day in prison. You can never hold elected office again. 10 years in prison. You can never hold elected office again. Life imprisonment. Obviously, never hold elected office again because it suits itself there. Or the death penalty, depending on the severity of the fucking charge. Now, granted, you can sit here and say all day, there's a lot of people currently sitting in office that have done the death penalty version, dude. Just the shit that they pulled in the last couple of years, honestly, dude. But the entire point I'm trying to make is that, yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit, dude. They don't have any fucking physical anything to be able to tell you, oh yeah, you need to get this shit or whatever the case be. And I'd like to point something out too, by the way. The fucking CDC itself is literally bought and paid for by Big Pharma, dude. It's funded and paid for by big pharmaceutical companies. Like, how is that not a fucking whole, ethics violation, everything else like that, dude? Like, how is that not conflict of interest and stuff like that, truthfully? It's fucking ridiculous, dude, entirely. And that's the whole problem right now, is that we're even putting up with this bullshit at all, dude. And that's why I truly believe that, yeah, we're getting to a point in time in history right now where this kind of shit right here is going to break the camel's back, dude. But, yeah, going on to read the rest of this, though, it said, a CDC panel unanimously voted on Wednesday to add COVID-19 vaccine to recommended childhood schedule. Decision from the agency's advisory committee would add that the COVID-19 shot to the Public Health Agency's Vaccines for Children program. 15 voting members of the public of the mostly scientific and medical expert backgrounds made up the panel. They're also bought and paid for by Big Pharma. Nobody ever says that, though, in this. Let's see. And are responsible for making vaccine recommendations. Again, recommendations aren't law. Mandates aren't law. Said all the panelists are chosen by the Secretary of U.S. Department of Health and Human Services after an application and notification process. So basically, the current HHS, I believe, is Marsha Fudge, who was a Biden appointee, and we all know that shit ain't gonna ever fucking fly in the coop there, dude, is what it is. Seriously. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. So that alone, like, yeah, you have no fucking authority to appoint these people, dickheads. So, anyway. So basically, yeah, they're gonna try and force this shit on schools now, and yeah, it said state laws establish vaccination requirements for school children. CDC website claims these laws often apply not only to children attending public schools, but also to those attending private schools and daycare facilities. Yeah, I hope you enjoy being taken to fucking court, cocksuckers, because I will take your asses to court under the Ohio Patriot Education Network moniker. And that's the thing, dude. I've been honestly waiting for something like this to happen, because there is no fucking chance in hell I'm letting you shove this shit into the arms of my niece or my fucking nephew, dude. And I will take every single fucking school district in the city of Columbus to fucking court over this shit, dude. And it'll start from there, and it'll go all around the state of Ohio, dude, to every single fucking school district that will take the court over this shit, dude. Because enough is enough of this fucking crap, bro. And then some chick in the comment section said here, she said, think about this. Not only are the manufacturers exempt from liability, they also help fund the CDC. They also know the injections are dangerous and know it will not stop transmission or anything else like that. No, they won't. And the whole thing is, dude, I mean, shit, fucking look at the crazy fucking outbreaks of myocarditis since this whole thing happened, dude, in the last, like, year or so. It's fucking retarded entirely, dude. And they're going to sit here and tell me, oh, let's fucking create children of men. How about go fuck yourself, CDC? How about that? How about go fucking jump off a goddamn cliff together, motherfuckers? Like, that's what it's coming to right now, seriously, dude. It's so ridiculous. It fucking infuriates the shit out of me, dude. It's like, what in the fuck? Like, what is going on with our country anymore, dude? I'll tell you what, dude. Like, this shit really is like drums of war right now. That we're seeing right now come to fruition in this country. It's getting to that point right now, I believe truthfully. That it's going to be pretty fucking soon. You're going to see something popping off, dude. I don't know exactly what at this point, but something's going to fucking, like I said, you got the straw that broke the camel's back now, and there is definitely going to be some crazy shit happening very soon in this country, dude. Where people are just finally not going to have any more, dude. I mean, hell, we're already kind of seeing that anyway with, everything that's happening at these different school board meetings and stuff like that, like the one recently in Dearborn, Michigan with the Muslim/Islam parents is what it was, dude. So, yeah, I think they're going to see more shit like that, honestly, dude. And I think you're going to have people like that are finally not going to put up with the shit, and they're going to be the ones leading the fucking charges, what it is, dude. And it's going to be like one of these situations where it becomes, you know, my enemy if my enemy is now my friend kind of thing. And, yeah, you're going to have a lot of people be like, cool, we'll just back these people up kind of thing is what it is, dude. And I think, truthfully, like, it'll be one of the most interesting things to happen in this country if and when it does go down. Because people are not going to put up with it, dude. You know, you're already, like, this is the thing. You're already seeing a mass exodus from schools at this point, dude. You already have people pulling their kids out like crazy to go homeschool them. Like, all this is going to do is lead to more of that. All that's going to do is lead to more schools shutting down, dude. I mean, honestly, what's funny, though, when you look at the whole, you know, Children of Men, universe and film and stuff like that, dude. I think if I'm not mistaken, they actually talked in the very beginning of that movie about it being some kind of jab that, like, killed a bunch of these kids is what it was, dude, in that film. And the thing was, what's interesting is that you obviously had a bunch of schools be shut down because there was no need for them because all the, you know, kids were not being born for almost 2 decades there. And it's fucking retarded because you have all these people who are willingly turning their children into experiments at this point, dude. Like, they are so indoctrinated by all this shit. They are literally turning their kids into fucking human experimentation, dude. And it's like, what in the fuck, dude? Like, seriously. Like, what does the matter with you people, man? And like I said, I think this is finally going to be the straw that broke the camel's back, dude. Is when you have school districts try to implement this shit and stuff like that. Hell, I was watching the one cast last night, and you had Honda there from Colorado get an email from his school talking about the vaccine bus was not able to come around this week, whatever the case be. He's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about, the vaccine bus? And yeah, I guess apparently it's some bus that goes around there and, you know, possibly gives the kids whatever, even without parental consent potentially. And he even told the principal of that school, he's like, hey, if I find out you guys jab my sons, I'm suing the fuck out of y'all. And justifiably so, dude. Like, it's fucking insane. It's absolutely fucking psychotic what our society is coming to at this point, dude. Where you have people that do not care, where you have people that are actively trying to depopulate society. And it's like, what the hell, bro? Like, seriously, it's fucking nuts. It's absolutely fucking nuts. And then on the flip side of that, then you got stupid fucking cunt Stacey Abrams, who came out and talked about how do you fight inflation? Just have abortions. Like, what the fuck? Seriously, how the fuck is this bitch not in prison right now for massive voter fraud that she committed 4 years ago during the 2018 midterms for the Georgia governor's race, dude? The fact that she's still walking free to this day and trying to run for governor again in that state, it's like, fuck me, dude. Like, do your job, Brian Kemp. Do your job, whoever the fuck the Secretary of State of Georgia is at this point. Arrest this stupid fucking cunt. Throw her ass in the goddamn Georgia State Prison. And you move on. Somebody else fills the fucking role for the Democrat Party then. And they run against Kemp. Kemp probably wins by a fucking million miles then, dude. I mean, he's already going to win no matter what because Stacey Abrams is a fucking nut, dude. And then you got crazy shit like this. It's like, goddamn, bro. But yeah, then we got, as the story says, Democrat Stacey Abrams elects fierce backlash after tying abortion access to inflation struggles. What a fucking stupid cunt, dude. Says Georgia Democrat Stacey Abrams, who's running for governor, said during a television appearance Wednesday that more access to abortion was a solution to combating the nation's crippling inflation rate, a remark that prompted widespread backlash from Republicans and probably everybody else too, is my guess, hopefully, as it should. So while abortion is an issue, it nowhere reaches the levels of interest of voters in terms of the cost of gas, bread, food, milk, things like that. What can a governor, what could you do as governor to affiliate the concerns of Georgia voters from these livability, daily, hourly issues they're confronted with? Abrams responded, let's be clear, having children is why you're worried about your price of gas. It's why you're concerned about how much food costs. No, it's not, you stupid fucking cunt. God damn, lady. Like, seriously, the fact that somebody that slapped the shit out of her right then and there, dude, is everything that's wrong with this fucking country. I'm just gonna say it like it is, bro. And then Stacey's dumbass continued and said, for women, this is not a reproductive issue. You can't divorce being forced to carry an unwanted pregnancy from the economic realities of having a child. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Seriously. Why is she not being arrested at this point, dude? So Abrams, who's facing current Governor Brian Kemp in a contentious gubernatorial rematch, then provided a non-specific list of follow-up answers to the current high cost of living, which nearly 7% of American respondents in the recent Atlanta Journal-Constitute poll said that an extreme important or very important issue to them considering how they would vote. Yeah, she's just a dumb fuck, dude. Like, she is a fucking ass. Like, seriously. And the fact that this one is clearly a black supremacist, like, how is that not immediate disqualification, dude? Like, how is that not on a disqualification at this point, dude? Like, Stacey Abrams, fucking Tim Ryan, Nan Whaley, Amelia Sykes, all of these fucking people, dude. John Fetterman's another one. Fucking Mark Kelly's another one. Like, how the fuck do we not have a 28th Amendment to the Constitution at this point that includes automatic disqualifications from office and for running for office, dude? Because all these ass clowns would be tossed out under it is what it is, dude. Seriously. Fucking hell, dude. Fucking hell. Anyways, there's Republican Herschel Walker, who is vying for the unseat cheater Randolph Warnock in a highly competitive Senate battle, raised a question to Warnock on whether he agrees with Abrams. Said Stacey Abrams believes abortion is the answer to inflation. I bet Randolph Warnock won't answer the question, does he agree with her or not? Yeah, oh yeah, I guarantee he does, dude. That's the whole point. So Warnock, a longtime pastor who is notoriously pro-abortion, did not respond to a request for comment. Said Senator Rick Scott from Florida, chairman of the Senate Republicans campaign arm, called Abrams' remarks barbaric, because they are. It's disgusting. It's sickening. Said Stephen Miller, former senior advisor to Trump, noted that the perceived irony in a Democrat advocating for more abortion access to offset the cost of Democrat-created inflation. Exactly, dude. I mean, hell, like I said the other day, dude, you literally had whatever that black chick's name is that's current Biden's press secretary woman there, admitted straight up. She's like, yeah, when Biden signed the American Rescue Plan, that's when inflation fucking kicked off, dude. It's like, exactly, you dumb fucks. Then we got House Judiciary Committee Republicans shared the clip of Abrams' comment 8 times on social media asking various prominent Democrats, such as Warnock, if they agreed with Abrams' stance here. So Senator Marsha Blackburn suggested Abrams' comments are unhinged, because they fucking are. She's a goddamn psychotic lunatic, dude. And like I said, she should be in prison, in a Georgia State prison, dude. She should be in fucking orange jumpsuit right now in the Georgia State Penitentiary. For massive, seriously. She's already kind of wearing the orange, dude. You just need to change that shit to a fucking like onesie zip up is what it is, dude. With a DOC thing on the back of it is what it is. Now, for us, be the Department of Corrections property then. Anyway, as this David guy says, so there are better solutions to the high price of gas than abortion. Energy independence, for one. Exactly. And you got, Kelly Ward. By the way, Kelly Ward should technically be in the seat that Mark Kelly is holding in the U.S. Senate right now, dude. Kelly Ward said all Democrats want to do is kill babies. Yeah, because they're all a bunch of psychotic fucking lunatics, dude. I'd like to point something out, too, by the way, on that one. They've loved to kill other people's babies, not their own, though. Because you have people like Amelia Sykes who has children, but yet she's super fucking pro-abortion here and is now trying to run for Congress and is shit-talking Madison Jessiato Gilbert, who is going to guaranteed win that fucking congressional seat, dude. And being all like, oh, Madison is such a fucking extremist and stuff like that because she believes that human life is a fucking viable thing is what it is, dude. And it's like, so what you're really saying is Amelia Sykes and the DCCC, et cetera, is that Madison is actually pro-life. She gives a shit about kids, and she understands that, yes, even if a child is conceived through rape or incest, they should still have a fucking life, is what it is. It's like, goddamn, dude. You sick fucks. You know, then you got this Garrison Douglas guy said, Georgians are worried about the rising cost of food and gas. What do you say to them? Stacey Abrams have an abortion. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. And he had some other dude here said, just a strange way to campaign in the 8th most religious state in America. Yeah, exactly, dude. Same person said, why are Democrats, even in red states, campaigning as pure liberals on abortion? Recall Stacey Abrams gets most of her funding from out of state. And that's another thing, too, I've said, by the way, in the past. Stop allowing out-of-state funding in any of these races, dude, period. If these people can't get the fucking funding in state, guess what? They don't get to fucking have the funding then is what it is, dude. It's literally as simple as that, dude. If you can't get the funding to actually run for office and get there on your own accord and stuff like that, dude, then fuck you. You're not going to get fucking funded for your campaign. And that's one way to actually deal with a lot of the shit going on right now, dude. Because you look at Stacey Abrams' whole thing right there. Stacey Abrams, just like so many of these other predominant Democrats, dude, they run to fucking Hollywood, run to fucking pedophile Hollywood, where they're raping kids on a daily fucking basis, and going over there and being like, hey, I need 10 million bucks. Okay, here you go. Like, nah, fuck you, dude. You ain't getting a dime. You ain't getting a fucking dime, ever. In fact, you're getting a boot in the fucking ass. How about that? And we move along from there is what it is, dude. So, anyway, then you had Abby Johnson. For those who know who Abby Johnson is, Abby Johnson is the woman that the movie Unplanned is based upon. She was a Planned Parenthood employee at one point in her life. She was actually a higher up in the company. And then she was told, hey, we need you to help this doctor guy in the back do an abortion today. And she's like, oh, okay. And was watching the monitors and found out exactly how kids were sucked out of the fucking womb when they were aborted at Planned Parenthoods. And yeah, it was her come to Jesus moment, and she left that fucking company and has now opened pregnancy centers and stuff like that and become super pro-life and basically did a complete 180 when it came to children, is what it was, dude. And it's awesome because she is one of the huge people that actually has done so much for this country, dude. And she's helped get so many nurses out of Planned Parenthood too as well, dude, because they even realize they're like, what the fuck are we doing with our lives, dude? We're helping kill kids every day, and it's fucking disgusting. And yeah, she has legitimately helped, you know, hundreds if not thousands of nurses get out of that sickening fucking child murder factories, dude, is what they are. But yeah, Abby said, if it was up to Stacey Abrams, if you can't afford gas or food, abortion would be your answer. Sorry, Stacey, that's never the solution. Exactly. And then we had a guy named John Hassan said, March, inflation problems. Let's just let your dog die. October, inflation problems. Just kill your kid. Exactly, dude. And those are both Democrat stances, by the way. You had Bloomberg column said, solve inflation, let your dog die. And then Stacey Abrams' crazy ass a few months later is what it is. And we got Heritage Foundation said, let's be clear, having children is why you're worried about the price of gas. Stacey Abrams. Wow, so abortion solves inflation. Yeah, fucking insane. Then we got Charlie Kirk from Turning Point USA said, why are Democrats like Stacey Abrams and Katie Hobbs so obsessed with full-term baby killing? Because they're fucking demons, dude. Because, as I've said before, dude, I've been saying this shit for the past 7 fucking months on my Rumblequakes, dude. These fucking people, they're not even people anymore, dude. We are literally fighting fucking demons at this point, bro. Legitimately. We are actually fighting fucking possessed human beings that are now demon possessed, and that is what we're dealing with. That's why they want to kill the kids, dude, because they're gonna suck the fucking energy from their various parts is what it is, dude. And there's actually a thing, it's when you, specifically when you, what you call it with kids and shit, it's like some kind of fear response. I forget what the actual drug is offhand, but it's basically something that the human body secretes naturally and stuff like that, but it also does it when you're like, even in more fear and stuff like that. And it definitely happens with unborn babies and shit like that, dude. And yeah, it's like some kind of pineal gland or something like that is what it is. And yeah, that's what these fuckers feed off of, dude. They're literally demons feeding off the fucking souls and energy of the unborn is what it is, dude. And like I've said before, when it comes to the show Supernatural and the Crossroads demon deals that people have made over the decades in that series and stuff like that, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if that was for real. In real life at this point, man. It would make a lot of sense when you think about it, dude. Then you had Tom Fenton talk about culture of death, referring to Stacey Abrams. That I like Tom. He's a good guy. I would like to see him actually run for office at some point because he's done a lot for exposing different corruption and stuff like that in DC and whatnot. I think Tom Fenton would actually be one of the few guys that could get some shit done with a new wave of people. And potentially we would actually have like term limits in place as well as age, health, and everything else like that. So, and then we had Stephen Lawson say, we don't talk enough about how absolutely terrible Abrams is as a communicator or messenger. Yeah, exactly. And there was some person named Terry that said, translation, we need to kill babies to save money. Yeah, exactly. Then it says, Abrams' campaign responded to the flood of reactions in a statement to the AJC, which would be the Atlantic Journal Constitute. It said, emphasizing the final cost of having children, Stacey Abrams wants to make sure women are able to make their own health care decisions on an issue which is deeply personal and can have strong economic implications. Brian Kemp wants to ban abortion, even in the cases of rape and incest. So, first of all, dumb cunts that fucking work for Stacey Abrams at this point, it's not healthcare decisions. You're literally murdering a child in the womb, you dumb fucks. How hard is that to fucking understand? You are permanently ending human life. Simple as that. Number one. Number two, it is not a decision to be made lightly. It is supposed to be rare exemptions, dude. That was the entire point of Roe versus Wade, was to be, quote, safe, legal, and rare. And you had bitches in the modern day society for the past 30, 40 fucking years now using this shit as birth control. Every time they got knocked up, oh shit, can't have a kid now. Let's go to the fucking Planned Parenthood and have them suck it out of me. And that's exactly what they've done, dude. That is exactly what they've done. And then people wonder why I'm so pro-life, dude, at this point. Up to and including, hey, even if the kid is conceived through rape or incest, they should still be able to live. Because, again, those things are very minute. They are very much, when you look at the actual statistical things that happen here, it's legitimately small percentages, dude. Rape is only a couple percent. Incest is even less than that, dude. It's like maybe like 1% or less or something like that of the whole thing, dude. In most cases, it is kids that are just, oh shit, didn't Dude didn't use a condom last night. Now I'm fucking pregnant kind of thing. Child was conceived. So, yeah, it's fucking disgusting. For those that haven't heard, UK Prime Minister Liz Truss resigns just 6 weeks after taking office. So that's awesome. That's awesome. One thing we do want to talk about, though, and this goes back to the whole the transgenderism, by the way, and this whole thing, and the generation sterilization thing that we've been talking about this whole episode, actually. So you had this crazy shit happen here in the last couple of days. Video: North Carolina high school cancels volleyball games against one school after transgender player injures girl. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Said high schools in Cherokee County, North Carolina have canceled volleyball matches against one school after a transgender athlete, a boy living as a girl, injured another girl at a recent game. So what they really mean, Breitbart, say that correctly, you mean trans injures biological female is what you're really saying in that. Said injury occurred last month when a Highlands High volleyball player made a spike and smashed a Hawaii's Dem High player in the forehead, causing severe head injuries. Jesus Christ, dude. So that other school's player, a biological girl, suffered severe head and neck injuries, resulting in a long-term concussion symptoms, including vision problems. The girl has still yet to be cleared to play again by her primary care physician or a neurologist. Sue the fuck out of that training and their fucking parents, dude. Seriously. I'm gonna say it like it is. Honestly, no, fuck that. Sue them and sue the fucking school district for that matter, dude, that kid plays in. Because they should have never been on that fucking team to begin with, dude. For real. It's fucking bullshit entirely, dude. So yeah, sue them, sue the fucking trans kid, sue their fucking parents, sue that fucking school district, sue the fucking principal of that school, sue the superintendent of that school, sue everybody, dude. Sue everybody for fucking up your biological daughter in a game that the other person should have never fucking been part of. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. It's just like the same exact thing with that bitch Fallon Fox when she beat some fucking chick in the MMA UFC there is what it was. And because she was fucking trans, aka a man beating up a fucking woman, she fucking broke this bitch's skull, dude. Like, this is why you don't have biological men compete against biological women, dude. Because biological men, by default, once they hit puberty, are going to have way more bone density, be way stronger, way faster, etc., and this is proof of that shit, dude. They spiked a fucking ball into this girl's head and gave her a fucking concussion and vision problems now, as well as neck injuries. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Fuck me. This is exactly why Ohio, by the way, is trying to push for no trans people in girls' sports anymore, dude. As it should be. Anyway, it says Cherokee County Board of Education then voted 5-1 to declare a safety issue and canceled all games against Highlands High after coach and Cherokee board member Joe Wood said he had never seen a hit like that before. I've never put a child in a position to be seriously injured, Wood said. I think the odds of injuries in these non-contact sports aren't high, but in particular in this meeting, a coach of 40 years said that they've never seen a hit like this. That was really what sealed the decision, at least in my part, said Cherokee Vice Chair Jeff Martin, said that the board wasn't searching out this kind of thing and that it has been brought to their attention based on safety concerns. Board member Jeff Tatum said the video of the injury also swayed his decision. Biggest thing for us, especially after seeing the video of the injury, we felt very strongly that it was a safety concern. I think most of the board members also felt that there is a competitive advantage issue. Yes, it's called ban these fuckers out of girls' sports, dude. Seriously, it's not that hard to figure out, bro. Goddamn. Said Cherokee County School Board member Arnold Matthews told reporters that the decision will not affect other athletes in the school district. We reached out to North Carolina High School Athletic Association, who says it is the understanding of the NCSHAA that a local school system governs its athletic programs and at any time can determine, for whatever reason, that a school or team cannot play against another school or team. Like, seriously, bro, just fucking kick them out. Just fucking kick the fucking trans player the fuck out, dude. Tell him to go back to competing against the boys and the boys team. Damn. Again, not that hard, bro. Actually, we're going to talk about this one since it relates to the other topic at hand today. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that up and stop screen sharing the this trans story and then go to the other story then. So you got where's that here now? Yeah, we got Florida Surgeon General. Florida children will not be required to get corona jab regardless of CDC recommendation. And I guarantee you, this is where the split's going to come, dude. It's going to be red states like that. Florida's going to start it off, obviously. I'm hoping Ohio does the same at this point, and a few other states go down that road as well, dude. And what you're going to end up having is you're going to have a split in decisions here, where you're going to have some crazy leftist blue shit is what it is, dude, in these fucking, like, Jared Polis-led states and fucking, you know, the Kathy Hunkle states, et cetera, there, dude. So it'd be like the Colorados, the New Yorks, New Jerseys, the Washington states, et cetera, there. And then you're going to have places like Florida, hopefully Ohio, most likely Alabama, any red state really is what it'll be. Texas will be one probably. It'll be like, no, fuck that. You're not jabbing our fucking kids, dude. Go fuck yourself. And then you're probably also going to have some stuff where it becomes sort of a preemption thing, where it's going to be, you're going to have a bunch of school districts and, blue cities like Austin or Dallas or something like that, that are going to try to sue the state of Texas and be like, no, we must do what the CDC recommends us. And they're going to be like, no, because we're going to add some shit to our state preemption now. Go fuck yourselves. You're not fucking jabbing up kids, dude. You're not sterilizing an entire generation of fucking children, you sick fucks. You're not doing fucking population destruction in this country anymore, assholes. Like, seriously, how the fuck did 2 years later we still don't have people being brought up on crime against humanity charges, dude, for everything that they've done during the 2020 lockdowns up to and including now with the CDC and shit, dude? It's fucking retarded as fuck, honestly, dude. Anyway, I can only assume that the guy in this picture is the Florida Surgeon General. Anyway, it says children in Florida will not be required to get corona jabs, even if the CDC recommends making it part of children's regular vaccine routine. Florida Surgeon General Joseph Ladapo said on Wednesday, regardless of what CDC votes for tomorrow on whether COVID-19 vax are added to routine scheduled immunizations, nothing changes in Florida. Said thanks to Governor Ron DeSantis, COVID mandates are not allowed in Florida, not pushed into schools, and I will continue to recommend against these for healthy kids. By the way, this is the man, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, who legitimately talked about the fucking jabs the other day, dude, and how many people have gotten sick from them since then. And how it's basically led to a giant uptick in a bunch of shit, dude. And it's like, in the first place, when you have the people that, and I'm going to say it like it is, dude, the people that created the fucking shit legitimately saying this should never be used on human beings. Like, why the fuck is it being used on human beings? Like, Jesus Christ, dude. Fuck me. Anyway, it said that Joseph Guy assurance came one day after the Center for Disease Control Advisory Committee, which is, by the way, like I said before, literally bought and paid for by big pharmaceutical companies, including Pfizer and Moderna, who are immune from fucking liability against this bullshit. Let's see. Said voted to add corona vaccine to a formal list of immunization recommendations for children to go to school. However, nothing about the CDC vote is binding. Exactly, dude. Like I said before, mandates aren't law, recommendations aren't law, until you had Congress and Senate literally pass fucking law that, by the way, would be challenged in courts as unconstitutional, most likely by people like me, under Marbury versus Madison of 1807, and be looked at as if it was never fucking written to begin with. Then and only then would you actually have something, is what it would be, dude. And we'd have to have court battles over that shit then. So in other words, it will still be up to each individual state to decide, or school district for that matter as well, if it wants to update its own recommendation lists. ABC 7 acknowledged that the CDC's vote, however, will open the door for states to begin making these calls too, and suing the fuck out of the CDC, by the way. I'd like to point that one out, dude. So, anyway. So, let's see if there's anything else we've got to talk about here now. Yeah, so despite the assertion from critics, this does not automatically mean that children will not be able to attend schools or participate in certain activities without the shot, although some fear it will It will eventually come to that. I mean, hell, like I said before, dude, my buddies in Colorado there, like it's not just Honda, by the way, it's a few other people as well. They've specifically said they're like, hey, our kids want to play sports, and that in order for them to play sports there, they would have had to get the fucking jabs and shit. And they're like, fuck that, dude. It ain't gonna happen. And honestly, what the sad fact of it is, dude, is that these kids are fine with that now because it's like, yeah, they're not gonna fucking get, random shit in their bodies, and then it's like 1 or 2 days later, it's like keel over, dude. Game over, man. Game over. Because that's basically what it is, dude. In a lot of these cases, you fucking fall on the field and don't get back up kind of thing is what it is, bro. Not right, man. Not right. Hell of a lot not legal at this point, dude. Just fucking nuts, bro. Fucking psychotically insane shit, dude. But anyway, as it said here, said concerns stem from the reality that many states abide by CDC recommendations as seen through the Chinese coronavirus pandemic with mask mandates, a factor that reminded the major point of contention in several school districts across the country. This trend was also seen in the medical care settings as many establishments continued to implement mask mandates until the CDC quietly dropped its universal mask mandates last month, which, by the way, they themselves, again, mandates aren't law, they aren't constitutional, and I'll see your fucking asses in court, bitches. So while it is highly possible that schools and states will formally break from the CDC recommendations, the lingering concern is that some will not, treating the recommendations as obligatory, even though they are not binding. Because of this, some states and localities may need to be take proactive steps to prevent the recommendation from becoming the standard in their communities. Yeah, like formally sue the shit out of the fucking school districts, dude. Like seriously, how do parents not own these school districts at this point, dude? After 2020, that's what I don't understand, dude. Like, how has there not been hundreds of thousands of parents coming together right now and suing these fucking school districts to the point where they now own the fucking schools, dude? Like, that's what it should be at this point. Seriously, bro. And then you just have those parents decide, hey, this is how we're doing this school district now is what it is, dude. So, anyways, it says that Florida Surgeon General Joseph Lombardo recently came under fire from the establishment media after the state advising against mRNA vaccines for men under the age of 40, prompting Twitter to temporarily censor him. It said Florida Department of Health analysis specifically found that 84% increase in the relative indicate of cardiac-related death among males 18 to 39 within 28 days following that vaccination, said prompting the recommendation against the mRNA shots for men in that age group. Said Florida will not be silent on the truth, Lombardo assured. Exactly, dude. The man's telling the fucking truth, bro. Telling the fucking truth is what it is. So, yeah. Good on Florida, dude. Dude, I'll tell you what, man. I believe truthfully you really are gonna see balkanization happen in this country in the next 12 months, dude. And this is gonna be the fucking final straw that broke the camel's back right now, dude. People are not gonna put up with their fucking kids being jabbed, dude. People are not gonna put up with it, nor should they put up with it, dude. It's fucking disgusting, and they are literally trying to commit a Children of Men universe in the future, dude. Enough is enough of this shit, dude. It's time to take a fucking stand as a human being in this country. And you're either on one side or the other. You're either on the side of humanity or you're on the side of fucking insanity. And I'll tell you exactly where I stand. I stand on the side of humanity, dude. I stand on the side where you have future generations of children being able to live and have children themselves, not a fucking bunch of age brackets that can't even have kids because so many fucking psychotic lunatics were like, hey, let's jab these fucking kids up with whatever the fuck this is that never actually had anything going with it, dude. Like, nah, fuck that, dude. Fuck it, fuck that, and fuck you, dude. Anybody pushing that shit, anybody, I don't care if you're a governor, a mayor, a fucking city councilman, anything, a member of a fucking general assembly, anybody in a position of power, any fucking cops for that matter, dude, that enforce any of this shit, no, they should all be gone from fucking offices, dude. Never allowed to hold any position of authority ever again because they're probably going to be in prison for the next 10 to 15 years of their lives. Like, seriously, at what point does enough become a fucking enough, dude? At what point do we, the people, finally speak up and say, fuck you, you're not fucking killing kids, dude? And I think finally, thankfully, with the Dobbs decision in the past year, We finally said that shit about Roe versus Wade now, dude. And it needs to continue. It needs to continue in many other facets across this country, dude. It needs to be like, no, we've done the fucking research. We found this shit is not good for anybody, dude. Fuck you and fuck your bullshit. Pfizer and Moderna and fucking AstraZeneca and everybody else for that matter, dude. Fuck off. And guess what, cocksuckers? We don't care if you're fucking so-called can't be held liable for this shit. We're going to hold you liable anyway, and we're going to fucking take your asses to the fucking prison system, bitches. Because that's what needs to happen at this point, dude. These people need to be fucking tried for crimes against humanity, and they need to be tried with military fucking tribunals, up to and including the death penalty for everything they've fucking done to this country right now, dude. Because they have deprived American citizens of their constitutional right to life over the crap that they've fucking spewed and the crap that they've fucking pulled, and they have personally killed at least 2 of my uncles at this point, dude. With their fucking bullshit, dude. I can tell you that right now, because right now I should be at a wake. I should be at a wake for one of my uncles, dude. The only reason I'm not is because I'm pretty sure I broke my foot this week, and I can't barely walk right now. But yeah, he got the fucking jabs. My other uncle that died less than a year ago got the fucking jabs, dude. And they died within less than 6 months of that shit. So you can't tell me there's not a correlation to that crap, dude. It's fucking disgusting, bro. It's absolutely sickening what this country has come to. That's all I'm just about at the end of the day. But yeah, this is definitely the shit that broke the camel's back, dude. This is the straw that broke the camel's back once and for all. People ain't going to put up with it anymore. We've had enough of this shit. Enough is enough of it, dude. Enough is enough. It's time to get it done, man. It's time to start bringing lawsuits against these fucking people. It's time to start bringing lawsuits against these school districts to try to push this shit, et cetera, man. Because nobody should have this crap in their system, dude. And when it comes out, 10, 15 years from now that this shit is the modern day fucking AIDS, yeah, dude, people are really going to freak the fuck out then, I think is what it is. Because I'll tell you what, I believe that to be the truth right now, dude. There's been talk of that stuff. I mean, hell, remember monkeypox? Remember how that was a big fucking thing? What was it, a few months ago now? And it just so happened that it was with a lot of people that happened to get this shit. It's like, yeah, dude, like, wonder if side effects are a thing there, question mark. Just saying, man. You should be able to question anything at this point. You shouldn't have to worry about big tech censorship and shit like that and that fact. And me personally, I'm just questioning, dude. I'm just questioning, is there correlations of this stuff? And it's as simple as that, really, dude. This is for educational purposes, dude. For real. Like, this is for educational purposes right now, dude. This entire video is to educate people out there and be like, hey, something ain't right. Something ain't right in the Tokyo Dome, baby. Maybe we should start looking into something here, Because if we don't, this is just going to keep on and keeping on, dude. And it's going to keep on keeping on. And eventually you're going to have nothing. You're going to have nothing, and you're going to have fucking children of men society is what's going to be, dude. Where you can't even have kids anymore because fucking nobody has the viability to have children is what it is, dude. Because everybody is sterile. And I don't know about anybody else, dude, but I sure as fuck ain't going to be forced into sterilization is what it is, bro. I'm not going to be some fucking sheep, some fucking cattle, some fucking piece of shit for some fucking big pharmaceutical company or some big fucking government or whatever it is, dude. I'm going to live my life how I want to live my life, and I'm going to die how I want to fucking die. I'm going to go to my own fucking terms is what it is, dude. Not some bullshit that these fuckers did. And it's really as simple as that, man. So, anyway, that's pretty much where we're at for today. That's actually, no. We actually have 2 more stories we're going to talk about now. I was going to say that's pretty much up for today. We are going to have 2 more stories we're going to talk about. We're not going to talk about them in this episode. We're going to talk about them in another episode because they're both two-way related stuff. So I'll be back in probably about, 15, 20 minutes or so. Maybe 10 minutes. I don't know. It depends. I got to do a couple things real quick, and then I'll jump back on and talk about those other stories then for another episode. So until later, I will see you guys in the next one.